Okay, so the question was about if you are asked that we have 1,000 devices and we need those 1,000 devices in the environment, okay, with the organization image. So, as an Intune administrator, what you are going to do first?
Go to the hash ID.
Okay, so now question comes that how you gonna collect the hash ID?
Uh, if you are running SSCM, then you said like you can collect it through
No, 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 no.
access.
We don't have the SCCM.
Then 1,000 either if it is vendor, then we can give the dozen to vendor and ask
Uh,
them to.
if I'll involve vendor, I have to pay vendor, and I don't want to pay to vendor.
Then we can. I think you have to collect individually.
Get
We
1,000 devices.
domain. I mean, so those are like connected to domain, yeah, depending on like how they are connected at present, right?
Okay,
So if it's connected to domain, we might do a PowerShell script to retrieve all the hardware hash and then upload as a CSV to Intune,
okay.
and then then we'll decide if it's if it's like
Mhm.
hybrid join or
No, 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 no,
depending on the scenario.
no, 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 no. So here you got diverted, Javin.
Okay.
The question means, first of all, if you means someone is saying that you have 1,000 devices, you can directly ask them, where are those 1,000 devices?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
means it is with whom? With the user or in inventory, where it is kept. Okay, to collect the hardware IDs, you should have the hardware with you if you are collecting one by one.
Mm.
Correct.
But if you don't have the hardware with you, let's take an example. Users are having the devices with them.
Then easy to collect. We can ask them to email us.
We can talk with them and means ask them to collect it. Okay, you are saying that?
No, but
Yeah,
user
either we
has
can correct.
necessary, right?
Hmm. So the answer was the devices are with the end users. Okay.
We can
What
ask them to update in SharePoint. Like there's a common file we put in SharePoint. Ask everyone to upload.
uh, so Raja Gopal, where you got to learn about that SharePoint thing?
I used to use in the organization, so we have a SharePoint that we can
Yeah,
upload.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's also a good idea. Actually, on SharePoint, it can be uploaded, but there are end users, those who are not technical and they don't know how to fetch the hash IDs. That's also the problem. So it was a challenging for IT admin, but there was a scenario that can be used to get the device details with you. So that was,
Because I think if everything, every user logs into the company portal or through the VPN connection, then we'll be able to fetch the detail easily.
but yeah, but boss, how we will push the VPN connection on the device? The device is not yet in your control, na?
Or they have not used the laptop connected to
No,
company.
no, no. Just their user identities are created and they are using a Dabba device box.
Okay, they were able
No.
to only log in.
Yeah, yeah.
They have not joined with the Entra ID. They haven't done registration or
That
Entra
here
join.
here comes the point that they can do the intra joining.
Okay,
If they will do the intra joining, we have to create a dynamic group for them. Okay, for
okay,
those set of the users or set of the
okay,
devices, you are given the list. Means only you have the list, you don't have the devices. Those
yeah,
1,000 devices list. It is given by the management. Management ordered the devices, told to the OEM vendor to ship those devices. They were not aware about that autopilot is required to be completed So by mistake, it happened that vendor delivered the devices to the end users without any image.
But what you said is a true, it's a real time scenario because during COVID, you people who have joined in 21, 22 or new, as a new joinee, they get the laptops from the vendor. As you said, they might have only the credentials given by the organization to log in.
They get the credential over the email and all.
Correct. Yeah.
So they so what happened? The vendor delivered the devices without any image, means they were not having the tenant details, so they didn't perform the white gloving or they didn't perform the hardware upload. So what happens in that situation? User will do the intra joining part. The device will come to your organization intra portal. Okay, you will be able to see on intra portal. From there you can perform the things, from there you can manage the things. Then later on you can push a remediation script which will run on the device, collect the hash IDs, and it will directly send you to the SharePoint. It will get uploaded. Then you can ask the end user to perform the reset of the device, as user will already be the admin of the device.
Mm.
Okay. So once it's joined, then you can use the remediation script to get the details of the hash
Yes,
ID.
yes, yes, yes. Means same script that we run to collect the hash IDs, the same script can be created in Intune and can be executed on the device.
Mm.
Okay. So it goes to all the users who are using, who are logged in.
Hmm.
It fetches all
Hmm.
the details.
It goes to all the users. I'm just sharing my screen. There are very few members only, so I'm not taking the autopilot moving forward.
Monday,
Well,
Monday.
yeah, Monday that would be good, because I think you already have got the idea that what is happening in the autopilot. It's not a rocket science to be understood as of now. It's very easy that this group is created. It's just the play of that group. Means the group, the dynamic group that you have created, it's the play of that.
That's a zero touch deployment, right? Autopilot.
Yeah,
That is the
zero test deployment. If you will talk about Raja Gopal, then zero touch deployment means you will not configure the deployment profile as user driven. That is
okay.
also
Will
zero
be
touch for
configured.
you. That is also zero touch for you, but it won't be a zero touch for user. So it should be for from the both the end, that user should also have the zero touch experience, that no need not to click so many times or select the language. Just put the credential once you are in the device. Everything is downloaded, no ESP page, nothing. So
Got
zero
you.
touch deployment and autopilot deployment, there is only two difference. User driven mode and zero touch deployment, two difference is there. In the zero touch deployment you won't be having the SP page, it will directly show you. And in user driven mode it will ask to choose the language, it will ask to choose the region, it will ask to select the keyboard and all.
But the main difference between Windows Autopilot enrollment and automatic enrollment is they mentioned Windows Autopilot means it's a zero touch deployment, wherein
It's it gives you the functionality of the zero touch in deployment, but
okay,
automatic enrollment doesn't give that. It's not
correct,
like, yeah, it's not like that. Ki, automatic enrollment don't have the facility of the means automatic don't have the facility of the zero touch, but autopilot has it. So if you will talk about from the difference perspective, then yeah, yeah,
oh,
what I have understood from your
yeah,
question.
and there I think as you said like user driven then pre-configured and there are a few more right in the Windows Autopilot environment.
Hmm. White gloving, user driven, self deployment.
Yeah, then bulk also I saw I think
Bulk, yeah, bulk
deployment.
enrollment is also there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
so
mostly organizations, what they use.
Mostly organizations they ask their OEM vendors and to upload the hardware IDs. First of all, they prepare the environment. They test the environment with uploading hardware IDs manually. Okay, so once that testing is going perfect, so I was setting up the organization imaging and all for a startup company. So there were about three to 400 devices that they were having. So they were just an NGO. They were starting from the company. So they wanted to manage it via Intune the devices that they have bought. So we prepared the environment. Then we tested with one of the hardware ID upload. We did the manually. So from where we do it, we go to the Windows devices, Windows. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Devices, Windows, enrollment. Then on the enrollment part, go to the autopilot section. Autopilot section, manage your autopilot devices. Say this option is there. You will click on it. You will come to the autopilot page. Put the serial number of the device. See, I haven't configured the setting. It will say your autopilot settings are not configured. I will put the serial number here. And then I will import the serial number to hardware ID. That will be a CSV format. And then whatever the group I have created, that group will be known as a group tag. It will be assigned here.
We get dynamic group because we can keep adding users and
Huh,
removing
huh,
users,
huh,
right?
huh. We keep the dynamic group just to avoid the manual intervention. So means if your device is imported, okay, your device is there in the environment, you need not to go to the application to deploy the application. Okay, add the group manually or add the user manually there. For same applies with the policies also. You need not to go to the policies and add the groups there.
So you could dynamically, you have the dynamic group has the options to manage the
Hmm.
policies and
You have
application.
created a group. Let's see. Okay, I'm creating an intra. You created the group. Okay. I created one user for Prashant actually. Anyone else needs the account, I will give it because E3, E5 licenses with me, 25 licenses are there with me.
Oh, maybe I can, you can assign, maybe I can pick you in
I will
WhatsApp.
create for you. Post the session. What it is saying, intra connect is not established here.
For me, I got only the Intune license. I didn't get the
Oh,
enterprise
that
security.
you can get the trial of that also. Intra ID V1 something is like the intra ID plan one.
Oh, okay.
So that
So
is
plan
required. Yeah,
V1, yeah,
that
I think premium one, right?
yeah, that is required for this trial version. You can take it for 1 month. That is required for the autopilot. That will be required for autopilot. If you wanna
That
go
you have to
with.
subscribe, right?
Hmm.
For free.
No, no, no. You don't have to subscribe. You just go to the billing 365
Uh-huh.
admin center and billing and all, and from there you choose to for the further plans or products. And just look for that. And there will be a trial version available. I will show you. I will show you that.
Okay.
So manage device enrollment into Intune is management, automatic enrollment and all. We have understood it well. So what is the prerequisite for automatic enrollment? Anyone?
You network side, you have to open the 44380 ports. Then you should allow those Microsoft website for the network side. Then you can run on Windows operating system Pro, then Enterprise, and even on home, I believe.
Hmm. I'm asking that what is the prerequisite that should be done from the Intune? administrator from Intune, and
With you did, okay.
you remember this settings needs to be enabled
Oh
and the
yeah,
user scope.
automatically.
Yeah, so this setting is very important to be enabled. Until unless it is not enabled, it will not
It should
fetch
be
the
all right.
devices from Intra to Intune.
Yeah, it should be all right.
Yeah, it should be on. And vice versa, it should be on Intra portal as well.
Okay.
Okay, so coming to create and apply configuration policy. So there are few scenarios for configuration policies also. So let's understand how we actually performing the configurations, mean settings and all. So it's a requirement in the Contosho organization. You have been asked to evaluate the solution. You would enable the users to work effectively and securely on Windows 11 devices. So, what is the requirement of the policy or setting, blocking, or enabling? What is the requirement from the organization perspective? Why we do so?
Or they will misuse the setting to change by mistake something
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah. Correct,
requires.
correct. So, means as an administrator or as an IT person, we know the security risks. Okay, the end user might not be aware about those security risks. Although at this moment, organizations are doing the trainings and everything to make the users aware about security compliances and issues, but still, we have to be cautious with the things, with the settings from our end. We should means keep our thread tight. Okay, so for that reason, we imply the policies over the devices. So those policies can include the blocking or allowing of few sites, settings, and n number of the things. So here there is a requirement. Aaron Nicholas has volunteered to help you to test. So there is one test user also with us. Evaluate this solution, provide feedback. He has also given you some initial requirements that must be included and applied to developers Windows devices. So developers Windows devices, developers users, those who develop the application or develop something. So for them it is required. So it was asked that the gaming section in settings should not be visible. Okay, so there used to be a gaming section here. If you will search gaming, game bar settings. So this settings, it is being asked that this should be disabled for the end user. Okay. The privacy section in settings should be restricted as much as possible. Privacy setting means they cannot go to the settings and privacy and make the changes. It should show up that this setting is managed by your organization like that. Okay. Then again, the C drive dev project folder must be excluded from Windows Defender. Why they are excluding this folder? If you'll put some of your idea, some of your thought over it, you'll get to know, because it's a developers group. Developers are mainly the users of those devices where we are performing these settings. So that is why it is being asked that in the C drive dev projects folder must be excluded from Windows Defender. If it will be excluded from Windows Defender, so they'll be able to copy paste to everything in this folder, because they are the developers and it is required to give the access to developers over this folder. Okay, so that's the reason they are asking to configure this.
So
Then
the Windows Defender is similar to the McAfee antivirus
yeah,
software.
yeah, 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 correct, correct, correct. But there are organizations using additional antiviruses as well for the compliance purpose and for the monitoring purpose usually. Means they want to monitor the things, they want to monitor the alerts and everything. So they are doing it. And then another one is the process devel.exe must be excluded from Windows Defender. So there is one exe also they don't want that it should be blocked by the Windows Defender. So in the exclusion it will be added, means it will be added as a trusted exe or trusted mm, trusted exe or trusted application so that developers can download or remove this application from their devices as per their need and requirement, just to make them make the things easy for them. And then there is a requirement that most used apps and recently added apps should not be displayed on start menu. So this thing also can be done from the policy end. So what is the another thing that can be done if you are not configuring the policy and you are the end user of the device? As an Intune admin, you are the Intune administrator also, and you have the access to the hardware also, device also, and that device is being managed. You don't want to perform the things from the Intune end. How you gonna perform the same thing on the Windows device? Means you have to apply these settings on Windows device, and you don't have to do from the Intune end. Okay, and you have to apply these settings. What is the another method that can be done?
So scripts, sir,
No, no, no. You don't have to touch. You don't have to go to Intune portal. You have the hardware with you. You have to do for one device.
only one device.
Yeah. So with this question, what I'm trying to ask or what I'm trying to know that from the troubleshooting part, from the Windows and troubleshooting part or Windows and functionality part, that how it functions, whether we have the understanding of it or not, means if we are pushing the things, we are creating the policies from Intune end, so we should be knowing that how it is applying over the devices.
On the each devices, yeah,
Yeah,
like that.
how it is applying at the back end. So that is why I'm asking this question, that is there any alternative to perform this action manually on the device?
I think you can go to control panel and look for the sections and then disable it, like cable section.
Okay. Keshava, you have any idea? Or Jamin,
I didn't
anyone?
understand the question actually.
Mhm.
It's confusing. Like, what exactly do you want to achieve?
Okay, let me explain this question again. You are the Intune administrator and you have been asked to perform these settings and for only one device, one user.
Hmm.
And you don't have to, means you have planned that I won't be doing it from Intune, I won't be going and creating the policies for everything and then creating a group, adding a single user there in that group, then applying those settings. I'm not going to do it. Instead of it, I will do it from the device end.
Okay, okay, got it. So we'll use like a local GPO to do it, right?
GPO?
I mean local security. Yeah, I mean if it's like not enter join, it is just local login. Then
No, no, no.
we
This device is being managed by your organization, but you haven't configured these
setting.
settings, these policies. And
You
the
can log
same.
in as admin and then do all the changes. And
Great means I'm at least getting the idea that where I have to explain the thing. So once you are creating any policy in Intune, how it is working on the device? It is writing those policies, those settings in the registry.
Okay,
Windows registry.
Yeah, now I hope you have got the idea that how we are going to do on the device.
so we'll edit the registry settings to see.
Correct, 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 correct. So at the correct paths, we will search for the paths that if we are going to block this setting, so this setting key will be available in the registry. Okay, the gaming section settings key will be available in the registry. We'll configure, we'll modify that registry, and then we will test it accordingly. We'll do for others also.
Can you show that registry from your desktop?
Okay, I can show you. I haven't applied any policy, so let's see.
But this is we are not doing in the real time, right?
Yeah, that we are not doing in the real time, but it's part of the troubleshooting scenario. Means, for an example, if you have created any policies, software, Microsoft policies, where it is gone. Okay, so mainly you will get the policies here, all the Microsoft policies, system certificate, Windows policies, data collection. It's not being set. Internet settings, if you have applied any settings for the internet, you will see it here. So I just wanted to know that if there is any scenario coming up and the policy is not getting applied and it is important for the end user to be applied on the device, you see that it got succeeded at in tune and not not
Reflecting it.
yeah, not getting applied on the end user device. So from here you can come and see, first of all, you should be knowing the path that where it is going, where it is taking. So for that we can google, we can search that where in the registry, where are the registries being created for this particular setting. So no
Correct.
one
At least we
actually.
should know the registry. We should know. Then we can find in the Google where to go this thing.
We can just search about it, that where we can find it. And sometimes if you are configuring the what script, then we are aware, because in this script we have to mention the path that where it should create the registry. So from there we can know if we are deploying any script or remediation script something. So from there we can know. But if you are creating any configuration profile of any settings, then for that you can Google or you can search about it and find out it, that where this setting registry will be created, and you can go there, see the values of the registry. So as it is default, there will be some value, something like 0, 1 or something. Then you can modify it and perform the things. Okay. I'll give you a scenario. I'll give you a scenario. Wait. Okay. In my organization only this happened. So, Keshava, are you there?
Yeah, Vipin, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. So there was a scenario where when users were opening the word, okay, they were opening the word, they were getting a prompt saying that your location services are off. Okay. So they were getting this. I'm right instead of it. Okay, location services were off on the devices because from the security end, we restrict the locations to be accessed from the security end. What was happening means whenever the user were trying to use any of the office application, nowadays in the office application, Copilot is there. Everywhere the Copilot is there. Okay, so when they were trying to use the Copilot, Copilot was asking for the location services to be enabled every time, and they were getting a lot of pop-up with that, and they were so frustrated with it. They reached out to us. There were about 10 to 15 tickets created for the same issue. Okay, so 10 to 15 tickets. What we did as part of the remediation, we found out that where this location service is actually blocking, We found out that registry. Okay, that registry we found out. That location we find it out. After that, we created one script. First of all, we did the testing in our devices also because we were also facing the same issue. And there was a policy, global policy being created that it should block the location and we cannot modify the global policy. Okay, we were not, that would require the management approval and everything, so it is going to take some time, means like 1 to 2 days or 3 days, and till then, if P1 or P2 ticket is there, we have to resolve it, we have to see the SLA and everything. So we had to give some work around for that. What we did, we just checked that yeah, this setting is there, this policy is there. Okay, this policy is creating the registry at a particular location. Okay, was creating a registry at a particular location. Let's see, ABC location it was creating. Okay, we researched about it. We found out that this issue was caused due to the Microsoft Edge update, new update. So Copilot works with the Edge. Okay, it provides you the information and everything, the data with the browser only. Okay, takes the help of the browser. So just to take the help of the browser, it needed the location access. Browser was asking that I'm not able to recognize you with your location, so give me your location and all. So Copilot was not able to give the location to the Edge because as what Edge was updated. Earlier, Edge was providing the information to Copilot, but once Edge got updated, so he got to know that I should not provide the information to Copilot until unless Copilot is providing his or her location. So it blocked the functionality of there, and users started getting this prompt location is off. What we did, we modified the registry at that location where the setting was getting blocked, where it was getting written that Copilot don't have the location access, or device don't have the location access. That is why Copilot is also not able to give the location access. We modified that registry with the script. We ran the remediation. Okay, we did the testing first.
What exactly you changed in the registry? Like,
We set a dword value.
okay,
Okay, so
so you
for
are faking it that you have the location, right? To the
yeah, we
Copilot.
have the location. We have the location. So first of all, we did the troubleshooting to find out that where this setting is there, at which location, at which registry it is being created. So we did the Copilot for that also. We did the Googling that why this is happening. Then Copilot told that Edge is not accepting me for so and so the reason, that because it got updated, the web view got updated. So the web view of the Edge got updated. So there is a web view. Okay, web view in the browsers used to be there. If you would have heard about it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so all the browsers have their web views. So they help to open the things with other applications. Okay, like if you have any other application, and because if you want to fetch some information or do some surfing and all, so you will be doing with the help of the browser only. Browser will help you. So this web view functionality of the browser helps you to fetch those details. So this web view setting which was there in the registry. Okay, so there it was a location service to be enabled because it got updated, and it added a new registry in the registry section. It added a new dword value. So we just modified that dword value so that it's not taking the updated registry there. What's being updated by the edge? It's something backend, means I won't be easily to explain. I won't be able to easily explain that because I have just understood the visibility means I have that in my mind it's going on, but in explaining, putting it forward, it's not directly coming up by me.
Mm.
So that's challenging for me to explain. But as of now, as got updated, okay, as got updated, it updated its WebView also. Then WebView created a registry that yes, I am updated and I need the location access. So it created the registry at the particular location. Okay, what we researched about it, we found out that where the WebView registry is created in the registry section, and then accordingly we created a dword value just to modify those registries so that those registry cannot block the location. Those settings of the web view or the requirement cannot block the location services, cannot ask copilot for the location services. So
Oh, so you went to the edge settings and made
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
correct,
changes.
correct, correct. Edge policy web view settings, we configured a setting there, web view or new dword value, a new
Not to
dword,
ask for location.
yeah, a new dword value that it should not ask for the location.
But if you change the location to Chennai, but which means like if you have only certain like 1,000 users in India, you cannot put the
Mm-hmm.
location as India, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the remediation script, it is looking for the location, right? The edge is looking for the location.
It is
It's
looking
asked,
for the location, but if you will enable the location, so that is totally blocked from your end, na? From
yeah,
your
globally it is blocked. From globally it is blocked, right?
yeah, the location is blocked means device should not access the location services. It is blocked from the global script already. I gave the scenario. It is already
Yeah, yeah,
blocked. So we cannot enable the location services from the registry. We can ask the application which is requesting for the location. We can ask that application that don't
not to look for it.
not to ask. Don't ask. You give the services without location. Okay, so
Got
we asked WebView because it got updated and it started asking for the location. Earlier it was not asking. It got updated and someone informed WebView or Edge that to provide the information to Copilot, you ask Copilot for the location. So it started asking after the update. What we did, we modified the registry. We gave one more condition that no, don't ask Copilot for the location. So it stopped asking. We modified the registry. It stopped asking. It's not like that we allowed the location. We just asked the web view not to ask the
not to
location.
ask the location.
Yes.
But if we provided the location by like
Then there will be a conflict. Your global policy is also applying and you have provided the location services.
yeah,
There will be a conflict.
yeah,
So we
understood.
have to avoid the conflict as well. So this was the scenario.
Remediation scripts are all in PowerShell.
Yeah, PowerShell only. So in the PowerShell scripting, I'll be just taking it at last. So PowerShell scripting, there are two things. There is one remediation and one platform scripts. So there is a difference between platform scripts and remediation scripts. Okay, sharing. Let's take some more scenarios to understand the things. So it was a bit interesting for you guys, I hope.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Something new was there. For me also it was new. So I was doing the research with my manager and also my manager came up with this idea that man, we cannot allow because there will be a conflict. So we can block it. Okay, create a configuration policy based on scenario requirement. So they are creating the configuration policy, so at least we have understood that how to create it. I will give this access to the this lab, will be sharing with you guys so that you can also create those policies, understand that how dynamic membership rule works here in this situation. See, this is a dynamic query contains windows. If you are giving this dynamic query, then what type of devices will you will be able to fetch. Device OS type contains Windows. So if you are giving this dynamic query that device OS type contains Windows, it will that group will contain all the devices having the OS as Windows. It was simple. Yeah. So there was one more important part, synchronizations in the devices. When you create anything or when you apply anything from the Intune end, so synchronization is very important. Yeah, only 5 people are
Only three of us.
there. I got amazed.
Yeah,
Okay, no
I think
problem.
Keshav also left.
He left. So forcing device synchronization from the admin center. So sometimes what happens when you apply anything, so it doesn't get applied on the device immediately. It takes a lot of time. So there is a functionality in Intune that you can do the sync from the admin end also, and then you should be knowing about the settings that will help you to do the sync in the device end also. Read this. Intune will contact the device and tell it to synchronize all policies. This may take up to 5 minutes. So you search the device name in Intune and there is a sync button. You do the sync. It will sync the device within 5 minutes.
And one question I have, in case like the Intune administrator backs up all the policies, security things, and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these settings are all backed up in some way so that in case someone accidentally deletes, then we have to reset all the policies, right?
Policies. Okay, yes, you are asking that if all the policies are there in Intune and it got deleted by mistake.
Yeah, when we push like for the dynamic group, the policies, securities, and everything.
Mm-hmm. If any group is deleted, you want to ask that.
Yeah, if some changes, someone accidentally deleted something. For example, if
Mhm.
there's a file we got deleted and we recover
Hmm.
it using the backup tool, right?
No, no, no. If we don't have the backup, we don't have the Intune backup with you. Intune backup, whatever you are performing the things, it's with the Microsoft. By mistake, if you deleted any of the global policy, okay, as per me, means I haven't gone through that scenario, but let me search about it.
Okay. Global policies are available in Tune or Intra.
In Intune, global policy will be there in Intune. Settings will be there in Intune. Na?
Also in Intra or only in Tune?
No, in Intune, not in
Okay,
Intra.
not in
Because
Intra.
the settings and all that you are applying on the device end, na? Not on
All
the
the
user.
device we manage all through Intune, and the apps also we manage through Intune. So those settings configuration will be only in Intune. What
It
is it?
should be there in Intune.
Entra has the global thing of user groups, then
Yeah, user groups and
device,
also
devices.
user-based policies you can manage. Usually that is called GPOs, group policies. So they are the group policies, means there will be a groups in intra. Okay, so
Yeah.
those type of policies will apply to the groups accordingly, means as per the requirement. Like sales group will be having some other group policies, and then HR department will have some other group policies. Accordingly, the other type of employees will have some other policies. That is called GPO.
Yeah, like I think GPO was that was the concept OU and GPO in Active Directory, right?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
When it went to cloud, they are not using the OUs and
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
GO.
hmm.
But GO also they say like when it is Entra domain services that you can manage it through.
It cannot be retrieved. Configuration policies and app protection policies are hard deleted immediately upon deletion and cannot be restored through a recycle bin or undo button. However, depending upon the type of the policy and tools you have in place, there are ways to recover and recreate them. Graph API is there restored from backup if you have previously used PowerShell script to export your Intune configuration using so and so, and you can use start Intune restore config command to import. Okay, just one by
Yeah,
recreate the policy. So this is the possible way if you
that's
have the
the best
backup in
thing.
place.
Yeah, we have to take the backup of the configuration through the Graph, Microsoft Graph
It's a
API.
good thing you have told me. Now I have an automation idea to present to my
Uh,
organization. They already have it, but
Yeah,
related to
all
this.
organizations will have it because in
Hmm.
case something accidentally gets corrupted as well,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to recover the database faster. And they replicate also, I think, to different locations.
No, it's a third-party tools like Nadio, CoreView. If you use tools like Nadio Manager or CoreView, these platforms offer native automated backups and one-click restoration for policies and their assignments. Manual recreation also. Okay, audit logs. So that will be available to just to know that who deleted it, what was the setting there,
Correct.
which
I think
got deleted.
logs will
Yeah,
have, yeah, tenant administration audit logs. Right?
it's good. But at least I also got to know. I was thinking that we can connect with the Microsoft and then we can ask them to retrieve it from their Intune server directly. So that's also an idea or an option.
This we can through the Microsoft Graph and then through the tenant
Hmm.
administration, the audit logs, then through the
They
third
will
party
also
tools.
ask us to perform the same thing. Means whatever was told on Google, they will ask that go to the audit logs, check the logs. So anything else, or I should stop the recording?